got us moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Welcome to session 4 of Young People Nation. And we are having an awesome time with Mr. Simmons, DeQuincy,
Yes, ma'am.
and DeQuan.
Yes, ma'am.
And Eugene.
You're not saying what? Lord. Okay, you're Perry. But we're having a great time with the Simmons, and we thank you all so much for your transparency. And hopefully, this reaches many parents and young people that may have been diagnosed with ADHD or any other form of diagnosis. However, this does not have to define you. Just having an awesome time with you guys talking about being a father, being a son, being in the community. Now, DeQuan, he's a gamer, and he's a huge gamer. He has a huge gaming community. He's going to be a future podcaster, and it's going to be big.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed.
Indeed.
All right.
Okay. And, you know, he's uncovering, and we're getting ready to, it's like I don't want to call you a flower. I don't want to call you an onion, but you're unraveling levels because you're going to really be great in this lost and dying world. So we look forward to hearing more from you.
Appreciate that.
Now, you were born in Virginia, but you had a lot of Augusta vibration going, right? So you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Dad, you're from here.
I am.
Very active in your community.
I am.
Very great about getting out there and being present in the community so you'll know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, people, that's what you have to do. You can't sit back and complain when you don't go out there and get the information, right now.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and
Gotta vote.
that one. And know who you're voting for, though.
Know who you're voting for. That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
And so he's a huge supporter of all of his children. 3 boys and 1 girl.
One girl. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you have engaged in DeQuan and what he wants to do. And so
Right.
you're giving him that wisdom and understanding, time and patience.
Yes, and he's doing it for me as well.
Amen. So this is a joint effort, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we're back with session 4, and this is our last session with you guys for this talk, but will not be the last time we be talking with y'all.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay, so no looking back and moving forward is what we're going to be talking about today. Now, DeQuan, you have this vibrant personality. You just have it, and God graced you with that. So what does that look like for DeQuan now? No looking back, but moving forward.
It's been a journey. It's definitely been hard because my heart is still tied to a few things in my past,
Okay.
and I'm real big on my emotions.
Okay.
I just don't talk about them. It's like I might seem heartless sometimes. I might seem emotionless sometimes, but I care. I just don't like to show it
Okay.
because people like to take advantage of my heart, and I've been taking advantage of for a very long time.
Okay.
So I kind of, when it comes to me getting emotional about things, I kind of just dial back.
Okay.
Kind of just, if I'm going through something, I kind of won't really say anything. I'll kind of just go into an area on my own and kind of just talk to myself. Kind of talk to my personalities in my
Okay.
head, you know, my different people I talk to,
Okay.
and kind of cope with myself and kind of just have to tell myself that it's going to be all right. We going to be fine because there's a few of us up there.
Okay.
We going to be fine.
Okay.
We going to be straight. And
Okay.
everything's going to be okay.
Okay.
Sometimes I have to repeat that a lot
Okay.
because it kind of helps my soul.
Okay.
kind of, helps my aura really
I hear
come
you
to.
deeper than you think I'm here. I hear you. Go ahead. Keep talking.
And it's just, sometimes it could be hard, and sometimes it won't happen in a few minutes. It won't happen in a few hours. Sometimes it takes days.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it takes weeks, but I know I'm going to be okay.
Okay.
I just know that my heart's going to take a minute to come back together because it's been broken for a very long time.
Okay. And so, Dad, I know you talked to us about you you're preparing for him for counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Are you open to counseling?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So don't get me wrong. I've had some very positive relationships.
Okay.
And I still talk to, I guess you can say, one of my exes to this day, who is still pushing me to get counseling.
Yes.
Yeah, like she's probably my favorite out of the bunch.
Okay.
I can definitely say that. Like, I still talk to her to this day. I actually gave her a gift before I left to come up here, because I really I love her mind. I love the way she moves. I just love how intelligent she is. So I talk to her about a lot of things.
Okay.
Because she's really important to me.
Okay.
So she's been pushing counseling on me for years. She's been like, you need it. And I keep telling her that, I'm real big on my information. She said, I know you're real big on your information, but sometimes you just need to talk to somebody.
Yes.
She said, you can't just always use your family and your friends as your therapist because they're always going to give you what you want to hear. And some of them are not going to give you what you need to hear.
That's the truth because our counselor,
he's pretty cool.
He is really good, Dr. Chris Cochran. And it's, y'all, I explained to you guys, I like to get in there, what we need to do.
Right.
But my husband was not going to open up like that. My husband is not, he's not going to open up and start. He got to feel comfortable.
Right.
Well,
so,
always have to have peace.
Yeah.
If you don't have that peace, no matter what situation we in, it really, in my experience, things can go bad real quick.
Yes.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. But what he did was he used wisdom. He got on a topic about politics. I was like, ain't nobody paying you no money to talk about no politics. But in my spirit, like, shut up, Donna. This guy know what he's doing. He don't went, So he went to school for this, and you get, what I like about him, you get the natural and spiritual with him. So he recognized who he's talking with. And so once he was able to tap in, it was on. And he gave us the wisdom we needed for my husband at that time, us, because what affects him affects me. And so I'm on this journey with you. What you need from me as your wife, okay?
Right.
So he, and also Tiffany Hodge, which was amazing.
Oh, yeah, Tiffany.
So we've had some great counselors.
Yeah, Tiffany don't let you get away with nothing.
That they tell you like it is.
Right.
And that's up to you now, what you take it, But that would be beneficial because you have a lot to give, Daquan. You have a lot to give. A lot to give. So listen to the wisdom from your father. Okay. God is intentional. This whole thing with you're not here by happenstance. Okay? Okay. So you talked about your emotions and your relationship stage. I'm too right there. You talked about, that's why I said I already know this ain't gonna be the last time. I already know that. And you talked about emotions and relationships. You haven't been able to really have those deep relationships until you deal with your emotions. That's good you acknowledge that though.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. So that's the beginning of healing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
as much as I want that second half of me, as much as I want somebody to hold, somebody to care for, I know I'm not mentally and emotionally ready for that.
Okay.
Right.
I know if I push it, it's not going to be the way I want it to. So I just came to the conclusion to just go throughout my life become that athletic, streaming, podcasting, amazing person that I know I can be.
Podcasting God.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know about a podcast of God.
Well, that's
So-
that part.
And then on my journey of success, if that woman comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at the end of the day, I know I'm going to succeed with or without it.
Without a mate.
Exactly.
Right.
But you want one. That was obvious.
You know, to an extent, you know what I'm saying?
You want one because you had that look and she kept coming back and forth. I was like, okay, she done connected here.
His magnificent personality
Yes.
kicks in and attracted.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm real big on eye contact, and so like once I really lock in, I ain't really gotta say too much, you know, because like you can see that, oh, he's paying attention to me. Yeah, I'm paying attention, but let's see what you want to do.
But you know something, I feel this is necessary for men and women. If you're not ready,
Don't force it.
right,
Mhm.
right. That is good. That's good. If you're not ready mentally, because you know, if in a relationship, and I know we could talk on this. If a person ain't ready, some of them they already at the altar. You like, whoa, you know, I ain't there.
And,
You know?
and you got to consider what lifestyle that person come from.
Yes.
Because everyone don't have a kitchen table to eat on. And so they are raised different. And when
Yes.
you're raised different like that, it takes time to you adjust to each other lifestyle.
Yes.
And then each
Talking about us.
then each person got to change so that y'all can become one and cope with each other. Cause I love our family. I wanted to be part of it.
But you know, people don't do that anymore. You know, that was back in the 1950s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
unfortunately, you're right. The Cleavers.
That's
okay.
right. You know, people
But
don't do
my
that
parents,
anymore.
they were so embracing to him.
Right.
Like my dad just
Right.
really told me, he said, look, get yourself together. I like him.
Yeah, I
You
was
know?
perfect. That's why. I'm not gonna be sure. I was perfect.
Because back in the day, you know, they ain't mind shoot you.
Right.
Like my dad was telling me, he can't come back here.
Yeah.
Right.
So that meant he can't come back to the house.
Her daddy would shoot quick. Well, he was accurate too. Yeah, I seen it in action.
So yes. So, you know, I thank God for my parents. My parents are gone to be with the Lord, but they're still talking to me through their wisdom. I hear them often, not in a spooky way, but I can remember the things my parents said, and I didn't see it then, but I see it now.
Right.
So I'm telling you, listen to get that wisdom now, because everybody don't have what you got. I'm telling you, son.
Let's test it out. Eugene is always right.
My parents did not say that. That was your own delusion.
Okay.
My parents never said that. But his family, my husband's family, is beautiful. You just be bigger because they can cook. Good gosh. But you know, my father-in-law very embracing, mother-in-law and stuff. So we
he did everything you told him to do.
Yeah.
Nothing that I
But
said.
I always gave him wisdom for him. You know, you understand? And there are some things I recognize about him later. That's why he couldn't really be there for him.
Right. Gotcha.
That's what was wrong with him. Yeah. But this is about Daquan. So, Daquan, self-coping mechanisms. What's working for you now?
So, you know, I exercise. I still, you know, run. Running still clears my head. Playing the game, and a big part is anime.
Okay.
Anime is a real big part of my life. I've loved it. It really was something that I was drawn to when I got diagnosed. So that's why it's so big in my life now. And then just like I was telling him, because he asked me what what brought you to watch this, and I don't really watch anime. I really put myself into anime.
Okay.
So it's like I put myself in a character's shoes that I fully understand what they're going through. Just like this character on my sweatshirt, which is Naruto, you know, he this is literally one of my favorite animes.
Mm-hmm.
He was raised without parents, not a mother or a father.
Mm.
But the concept is his parents were killed when he was born.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he was treated like crap throughout his village. He was treated like scum, because he had something inside of him that nobody understood.
Mm-hmm.
So I connected with that to a whole different emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
So as he grew, I grew with the character.
Mm-hmm.
So all his mentors, all the quotes, all the you know, the father figures that they gave to him, I understood everything. It was nice to really watch something that I could really get to spiritually and emotionally, because I didn't really show emotion. I really wasn't a crier.
Right.
I really didn't get upset. I really didn't really do anything. I was happy by default because my house was negative enough. So why show it when I don't have to? So, and then my sisters and my grandma was always wondering, I really don't see you show emotion. I used to cry when he cried. I used to show emotion when my character showed emotion.
Right.
That was the only time that you would really see tears come out of my eyes.
Wow, you were really living the scenes then.
Yeah, like let's just say, because like it's a really big scene that like his sensei, who really taught him a lot of things, passed away. Boy, I was in my room shedding tears. I promise you, I was in my room.
You was in there, weren't you?
Bro, I promise you, when I get into it, I get into it. Like I feel the emotion that they feel. It's like, and then it's nice that I have something that can really open up my emotions, because I really have not cried in years.
Right.
So like, it's just nice to actually be able. I haven't really, because emotions, like for me, crying is. He's gonna be upset when I say this. Crying is a soft mechanism. I don't like to cry because I feel weak. I feel like men shouldn't cry, but that's not the way it should be. But that's the way I was molded into be. So every time I showed emotion as a kid, why are you crying? Why are you showing emotion? You're a boy. You're going to be a man. Men don't do this. I need you to suck that up and go be a man. So that's what I've molded myself to, hide that emotion, throw that sensitive stuff away, and be as rock hard as I could be, honestly.
Every male go through that in every male family, especially in the Black culture and all. It is like that is drilled into you to be like stone. But one of the greatest joy that I ever had in my life when I was able to cry. And from that emotion, that release, it opened me up. It took pain out my back. It opened my tear ducts. It causes me to see the world in a different light. Because I used to go to funerals, I couldn't cry.
Yes.
I said something is wrong with me.
Literally.
Yes. And it really wrecked me emotionally, and then when I was able to shed them tears and all, it was a great relief. I feel like weights came off my shoulder, and I was able to actually see people as human beings again. And once you reach that level like that, it can change your whole life, because some stereotypes in life can actually ruin you.
Yes.
And just like now, a lot of kids get out there and play with guns and stuff like that, and they think it's a video game. You know, they don't see what happens after you actually shoot.
Pull the trigger.
Yes.
Ain't no respawn, man.
Yes.
You only got one life. Once that shot goes off and you get hit,
that's it.
If you don't get and you don't get the help in time, that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, you get that $1 million wound, shot in the butt. You can't sit down.
Jesus.
Jesus. That's the $1 million wound.
Yeah, my husband was not a crier. Not at all. When I met him, I want to say, no, you cried when the first Christmas you had with my parents.
Yeah, I did.
That's the first time I saw him cry.
I actually cried the first time me and Dad had like a really nice emotional conversation. He was like, because I was holding it back. He was like, "Why do you keep holding it back?" Because like I don't know how I learned how to do this, but I can like suck tears back into my eyes. So it's like if my eyes start to gloss up or anything, and I can feel a tear in, they'll literally retract back into my eyes because I can just go like this and literally just suck it back in there. And then he was like, "Bro, release it. Like it's okay to cry." I said, "Nah, I ain't soft, Pop. Like, come on with that. Like, nah, I don't cry over here." He was like, "Just let it go."
It's funny that you said that. I can think about that scene on the PJs. The janitor made the tears come back up in his face. I said, man, on the PJs and all. I said, man, look at this. And he's like, nope, oh, I thought not. And then it go back up.
It reminds me of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too, of that cop who'd be like, "It's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this man. Get back in there."
We always can make fun out of tragedy.
Yeah.
But you know, you guys have the most giving hearts. The y'all that's tight like that, you know. And so the Lord gave me wisdom on how to tap in.
No, I see. You've been to Jarrett's.
That's what.
Jarrett's
No,
and all
I tell
Jarrett's.
you, no.
Okay.
I buy my own jury if necessary.
Yeah, you get to pick it out.
know.
I get to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's
You
such an honor.
offer? I'm gonna be like, no.
It's such an honor to pay for your jury.
Well, hey, you offer, so I, you know. But you know, I share with my husband. I tell him this often. It's not the material things. It's your presence, and I know I have your heart.
Right.
That's what it is with me.
Right.
I was raised by a father. I don't depend on no man for anything. But if you know we're married, I changed my last name and all that. Okay, what we doing?
Well, I had a good last name. We know my last name is not Kumquat. So
Oh Lord, my husband's so funny. Jesus.
we're good to go. You got a good last name, boy. You can say it with pride.
We was
You're so
literally
funny.
we was literally talking about how funny he was in the car before he got here. I said, "Yeah, he's so funny, bro. I just love his vibe, bro. I just love his energy."
That's because
Yes.
I'm real.
Okay, I'll let you have it. Okay, so we got a few minutes, guys, and I would like for you to go first, Dad, and we're going to end with Daquan. What would you leave for parents with children with diagnosis, the community? You're from Augusta. Go.
Well, just like that you was asking me earlier, you know, when you mentioned that kids grow up so fast,
Mm-hmm.
and then I said that they only grow up fast if you involved in their life. You know, so we have to have that involvement.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, the kids gonna take you through them little valleys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just testing you.
Yeah,
You know, at the end of the day, they just
we
testing.
did it.
You know what I'm saying?
Valley of the child of death.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, anytime anybody mention or make that quote saying that the kids grow up so fast, that's a big indication that that parent was in that child's life.
Yes.
Wow, huge.
Yes.
That's good.
I like that.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
steal that for y'all listeners. That's his patent.
Just do it.
That's his quote. You know what I'm saying? No copyright.
right. And Daquan gonna be on it. You gonna be looking. Daquan, what would you say?
I say a lot of people don't watch it, but I say everybody should give anime a try, especially with people with like diagnosis or something. Because I promise you, there's an anime for everything.
Okay.
There's
yeah.
literally an anime for everything: romance, sports, anything you could, politics. Like there's an anime on everything. I just, for me, to the people, not even with diagnosis, just people in general, I would just give it a try. I
Okay.
promise you, it'll open your mind and open your heart to a whole different scale of feelings and mentality. It's just how it's molded me. I still use quotes. I use more quotes. I was more raised through anime than I was raised through my household. And anime raised me. So anime and me, I raised myself through anime. That's basically how I came up.
And also, you connected with great community. You had a great community of people you could talk with.
Exactly.
And your dad, you didn't even know it. Your dad was involved with you in your school.
Yeah, he was my little shadow Hokage. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we thank you all so much. This whole movement here of Simmons just grab hold of what God got for you guys, because you guys have a strong voice in this community, and we're looking forward to hearing. Okay?
I'll be working on it.
That's right. We're going to get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Okay? Thank you guys so much.
Of
And
course.
thanks for having us again.
Thank you, for
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Perry. We appreciate you guys.
real. Yeah, really.
Thank you. That's that military. So, okay, we're about to give out these mental health hotlines, the 988 hotline. There's a text 741-741. That's free 24/7 service. There's the NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness, and you can go to their website and reach out to the state you live in. There's a general community resource general community resource. It's a 211 number that's 24/7. And please, if you don't remember anything else, please reach out and get help by 911. Mr. Perry.
Well, this is mental health awareness month, and everybody be aware, and takes time to notice everyone around you and be respectful, and because they must find their own way, and once they find their own way, they'll be better people for you, society, and always have peace. Be involved in peace in your life, no matter what it look like. And this has been Young People Nation, and remember, there is always hope.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There was nothing like the Savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by his love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth on to what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.